All right, guys, I'm going to try and record this for the fourth time. And it's not really a video that I want to do, but it kind of needs to be done just because it's something I got to put my 2 cents in on. The drama mill once again cranking in the TTRPG space. But first couple of announcements here. I am sorry. I've been lazy as all get out. I've got some world building videos that need to come out, including continuing our building pantheons and monotheism, polytheism videos. I've got a video set up on how to end campaigns that I need to put out. I want to get back to putting out some good, solid, actual content for players and game masters, and to do some player tip videos because I haven't done any of those in a long time. But I procrastinated. I got lazy. So now I'm doing my back-to-back drama video. I'm going to avoid a lot of the stupid stuff that's going on. I'm just going to give you a quick, short breakdown of a couple of things that I'm particularly irritated about and that I think kind of need to be addressed, but I don't want to spend time on. The first thing is Wizards of the Coast deciding to be stupid with the monster manual. All right. It's just another in a long list of bad decisions. These people shoot themselves in the foot with a Gatling gun, and they're so obsessed with the crazy left coast, like West Coast, Portland, Seattle, LA weirdness of the way society is supposed to run that it doesn't, that they're going to continue to diversity, equity, and include themselves till the only thing they're included in is the bankruptcy courts. So I'm not even going to touch on the recent stupidity and just the insult to every culture that any of these monsters come from that the monster manual is. Second thing is, and this is going to come across as a little white knighty, but it has nothing to do with that. Dumbass Condor DM has once again come out and decided to attack Harmony Ginger for no reason because he's just an idiot. And this guy just needs to go away, all right? I've never seen anybody who is so universally hated by everyone who comes across him. And the thing is that until we just all ignore him, he will never go away. This dude gets like 15 views on his videos. 2 of them come from his bot accounts. 2 of them come from him logging back in to check comments because he doesn't do it through the studio or something. And the other 11 are the rest of us going on to see whatever just backward ass stupid shit has come out of his toothless, disgusting face this time. This guy is a narcissistic, self-absorbed ass clown who has no ability to discern reality. And he just needs to be left alone. Like, block him, block his YouTube, don't watch his videos, don't click on them, don't resist the urge to see what Clown Door Chess Pigeon DM has to say this month. I almost went J. Scott Garraby on this idiot the other day, meaning he decided to go off on Harmony and be a complete retard again, and I was in the car on a road trip, and I was like, I'm just going to record a video from my phone while I'm driving down the road, a live video trashing Clown Door. And I'm like, no, A, that's going to look like J. Scott Garraby, and I don't want to sink that low. I mean, you want to talk about low production quality. And B, it's not worth it. This guy needs to go away. Just stop clicking his videos. I beg you, stop talking about him. Stop looking at him. Stop saying anything he has to say. Just make him go away before he drives me and several other people insane. So, moving forward to the actual topic du jour, I'm going to try and read through a little bit because I put a lot of my thoughts into a comment over on We Love TTRPG's channel. And it's kind of hard for me to piece together everything I want to say in kind of a succinct video about the whole how to be a great GM situation with Guy. The problem here is Guy made a video about how to be a great GM was going away and how YouTube basically informed him that the algorithm was not going to promote him anymore. Professor DM over at Dungeon Craft used it to make a clickbait title in order to illustrate a point about what is necessary within our small niche of the YouTube / social media world and content creation world. And a lot of people took the clickbait title, ran with it, and now it's kind of jumped the shark and people are saying stupid stuff. So here's the deal. YouTube is not shutting down tabletop role-playing game videos. That's not what they're doing. They informed Guy that his GM advice channel was no longer going to be recommended by the algorithm. They didn't go in and click it and say that it no longer would. They didn't intentionally exclude him. They didn't target him. They informed him his channel was functionally dead in the algorithm because it had stopped generating views. It stopped bringing in new eyeballs. They weren't bringing in the views they used to. And essentially, YouTube's algorithm recognized his channel as kind of a has-been channel, but he's a very good creator. He does high quality work. He's consistent. He shows all the pieces that YouTube needs for him to be something that they can sell to advertisers as a quality content provider. So they said, what's your next channel going to be? We're excited for it. This is a lot like you having a sci-fi TV show on a network station, and seasons 1 and 2 build up, seasons 3 through 10, you're killing it. You're doing great. And then seasons 10 through 15, you're starting to peter off, and the network comes in and says, hey, we're not bringing in new eyeballs. We're not getting new hype for this. It's really the same people over and over and over again. So even the advertising's getting a bit stale because the people who are watching the show are the same people who've been watching it forever. So advertisers have already gotten their word out and they've started to figure out whether or not you care. So we're going to bump you back to the 10 p.m. time slot. So now you're going to be even worse off. And then it's going to be, okay, it's time for you to wrap up the final season because your show has run its course. But you're a great director. You really know how things work. You work well with us. So we're excited for your next show. You've done sci-fi. How about a fantasy show? Or do you have a cop drama, a buddy cop drama you want to do, or a comedy you want to do, a sitcom? We want to keep you as a director. We want to keep you as a content creator. We want to keep your writers. But this sci-fi show has run its course. That's what happened to Guy from How to Be a Great GM. It wasn't, we're cutting off TTRPGs, we're done with Dungeons and Dragons content, move on. That's not what it was. It's not, there's not going to be any new Dungeons and Dragons channels. It's not, oh, we have too many of them, so we're just going to stop promoting them because they're a dime a dozen now. It's none of that stuff. It was that one specific channel. Professor DM comes out, puts out a clickbait title. It says, hey, D&D's killing, or YouTube is killing D&D channels. And he used it to make a point about clickbait titles and how many more people click on it and how people jump on it and how that's important to smaller channels in order to generate revenue. And don't get me wrong, when I say smaller channels, I don't mean 400 subs like me. I don't even mean 7,000 subs like the RPG Pundit or Diversity and Dragons. I mean 120,000 subs like Seth Skorkowski. I mean 140,000 subs like Professor DM over at Dungeon Craft. I mean 250,000 subs like Guy at How to Be a Great GM. I mean 750,000 subs like Jenny D. These are all small channels in the big scheme of things for YouTube. You want to know what the YouTube ad revenue average is for a 100,000 sub channel? About $30,000 a year. It's like a $15 an hour part-time job that has full-time hours and tons of effort to run a 100,000 sub channel effectively. All right. I say these are small because even our biggest and baddest Critical Role is a 2.5 million sub channel. Yes, that's impressive, but there are a half dozen alternate history YouTubers that boast 1, 2, and 3 million subs. You got places like Matt Pat and whatnot that are 20 million subscribers over there at Game Theory. There are car channels that are 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 million subs. Brewstew, which is just shitty little slice of life stick figure cartoons for comedy. It's 3.5 million, a million more subs than Critical Role. All right, that's just all there is to it. We're a small fish in a small niche, so we're not even really on YouTube's radar. Guy from How to Be a Great GM is on YouTube's radar. These 100,000 sub channels are on their radar as potentially strong creators that can be counted on to put together stuff that are part of what they want to sell to the big overreaching advertisers. We have to make our money off of alternative sources if we want to actually make some money from YouTube. For instance, Professor DM, based on averages, his YouTube ad revenue is probably around $30-something thousand a year. We're talking $3,000 a month. He can make that in 3 videos that have good subs at the rate he charges for a sponsored video. 3 sponsored videos, he's made just as much in that month as he would have from all of his YouTube ad revenue. And that doesn't include sales of his game, affiliate links, merch stores, Patreon, Super Chat, any of that kind of stuff. Those are the things that these smaller channels can make any reasonable amount of money from. So I think a big part of the context has been missed here. First, I want to say this. I want to get this out of the way. I probably should have said this back at the beginning of the video. But before anybody wants to jump in about listen to the 400 sub guy talking about how YouTube works, you don't need to be able to hit a 107 mile an hour fastball or hit the 55 mile an hour junk ball that drops 19 inches that comes after it to be able to sit on ESPN and talk about baseball intelligently and recognize what's going on. You can observe and see patterns without being a million sub channel, for instance. But we function not like YouTube as a YouTube channel, as an entertainment channel. We're not like the makeup channel that has 15 million viewers. We're not like the toy unboxing channel that has 10 million subs. We're not like the big, review sites and, professional car shows and stuff that have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million viewers. We're more like the car sales guru who has 20,000 subs. Well, so he has 20,000 subs. His videos get about 10, 12,000 views at most. How does he make any money off YouTube? Well, he does it because he goes to automotive specific industries and he says, hey, I have a YouTube channel. It gets about 10,000 views a video, but those 10,000 views are car salespeople who care enough about their job to spend the time that they have to watch YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos about getting better about car sales, not sports highlights or news. So if you have products like a customer resource management system that you want to sell to car sales professionals, you should pay me to advertise it on my YouTube channel. Because I may only have 10,000 views, but every last one of my 10,000 views is somebody that is specifically your target customer. That's what we do. We go to independent game creators and smaller designers. We go to people who make dice. We go to people who make adventure sets and other games, or we do them ourselves and we say, hey, buy our pundit files for $3.50. There you go. There's a plug for the RPG Pundit. You get a pundit file with cool stuff, monsters and adventures and stuff for $3.50 over at the Red Room. All right. We do stuff like buy my Deathbringer set from Professor Dungeon Master. We do stuff like buy the deck of many triggers from when they advertise it over on Diversity and Dragons. That's where we can generate money. That and super chats, Patreons, and that sort of thing. We are not that big in the YouTube space to where the YouTube ad revenue is generally our big thing, if we even have any at all, and if it's even noticeable. I can give you an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm saying that the YouTube algorithm is of paramount importance to us, and these other methods of penetration are important to TTRPG channels. And that is, I had a video a while back that I noticed got about double my normal number of unique viewers. And I'm like, wow, double the number of unique viewers, but I didn't get a lot of subs from it. So I wanted to look into the analytics and say, well, why is that the case? Well, I found out it's because I saw my source of traffic. Everything, direct links, where I'd put it into different Facebook groups and on Twitter and Discord and everything, my returning subscribers, people who clicked on the notifications and stuff, all that stuff added up to about 35 to 40% of that video's unique views. The other 60% came from other car repair videos. Because in that video, I spent about 10 minutes talking about the ignition. Well, it wasn't quite that long. I spent about 2-3 minutes in the very beginning talking about the ignition system on my 280ZX that I was trying to get fixed. And for whatever reason, YouTube picked up on it and thought that that video was a car repair video, not a tabletop role-playing game video, and decided that it should show it to people who like car videos. And there are so many more people who watch car videos than tabletop role-playing game videos, that on my little 400 sub channel, I had double the number of people come from car channels that I did from direct tabletop role-playing game sources. And don't get it twisted. This is not a car channel. This is a TTRPG channel that I hope one day will make enough money to fund my hobby and my habit of wanting to build old cars. So yeah, I don't talk about cars much more than what I'm doing at that point in time. But I still picked up double that number because for that one brief instant, YouTube advertised my channel as a car channel instead of as a TTRPG channel, and bam, instant extra viewership there. I was just that much more attractive to Joe Average Viewer. The same thing goes for drama, and that's why I made that point. Is everybody want to fuss about the drama? The drama. Piss this person off. Fight that person off. Fight this person off. Oh, the drama. Crying about who's going to bitch about this person or that person. Well, the fact of the matter is that drama kind of sells. And it's not that drama sells, it's that drama hits more targets than just the content. For example, not only do we have a very small base of people who care enough about TTRPGs to watch videos and learn about it and be involved in it on social media, but we also have a very, very fragmented hobby. And if I put out a video that's about world building, there's a section of this hobby that is not going to listen to it because they're not game masters. There's going to be a section that doesn't listen to it because they don't do world building. They only do these sandbox style kind of adventures, West Marches games. There's going to be a segment that doesn't play the same kind of game. They only play sci-fi games. They're into 4D role playing, or world building isn't kind of their thing. You're going to have people who don't like my general play style, and they're not going to watch it. So I'm going to have my small little niche of game masters interested in world building who want to listen to the specific topic about world building that I'm putting a video out on. However, if I come in and I make a post about how 5th edition did something stupid, or about how so-and-so sold out, or even if I make a video about how Condor DM is a toothless jackass, you're going to have, say, some OSR guys who come to my videos because they agree with me and they want to jump in the comment section to agree, and they want to pick up more ammo for their current Twitter war. All right. And then you're going to have a bunch of people from that 5e crowd, or who are fans of Jenny D or Bob Worldbuilder or whoever I'm calling out for being a shill. And they're going to jump in and they're going to raise hell, and they're going to talk about how I'm an istphobe, or how I'm, a jackass or jerk or whatever the case may be, because I'm going after whatever their person is. And then you're going to have other people who hop in just because they're like, oh, this is probably going to be interesting. I'll bet you there's people going off on each other in the comment section, or I'll bet you he says something outrageous and maybe it's funny, and I'm just going to pop some popcorn and see what the fight's all about. And then you're going to have some people who are just curious. So I'm going to get a piece of every corner of our hobby, a little bit from each column A, column B, and I'm going to get some people who don't really care but just like drama who are going to pop in, and I'm going to have more viewers. So it's not so much that drama sells as that drama has wide appeal, because even if you don't care about the content, you're interested in watching the train wreck, so to speak. And that's really what all this comes down to is I think we kind of need to get off of this kind of crap. We need to put more effort into focusing on smaller independent games and whatnot. We need to support these people. As a viewer, as a person who wants more, you have to tell the algorithm and you have to tell the channel runners that you want more of this. And I don't mean jumping in the comment section to bitch that somebody put out a clickbait title or to jump in here and cry that somebody has drama. That's not what I mean by telling them. What I mean telling them is, I mean not clicking on a Condor DM video. I mean, and saying, you know what, I know what his crap is, I'm not going to be involved. I mean, not bothering with Wizards of the Coast stuff. I mean, taking the extra effort to go check a channel that you like and say, did they put out new videos? Because it's very important that if I see their videos, I click on them. If you're following a small channel, and I mean anything under 100,000 subs, you need to have the bell icon on for sure. And I don't care if you're in the middle of your workday. If that notification goes off that they put up a video, give it a click and let it play. Let it play in the background or something. Because nothing is more important than the clicks and stuff on the first day. Don't put the small channels into the back burner for I'm going to watch it later. Because if you watch it later, it's too late. YouTube's already kind of thrown it in the bin. The best thing you can do for, like, say, a channel like mine is watch my videos when they come out within 24 hours. Get on there, interact with them, make some kind of comment, hit a like button, share it or something. That is because what you're doing is you're telling YouTube you want to see this stuff. If you just watch it or you watch part of it and you're going to come back and watch it later, you end up watching it 2 days later, that's awesome. It's great. It's still a view, but it's too late for the algorithm. And if you get distracted by the clickbait, the best thing you can do is not click on the clickbait until it's 24 hours old or more. That's how you tell the algorithm to show you more of the stuff you want and less of the clickbait. And the more you do that, the more you will get it to where the people who are running the channels that you like don't have to do that. It ain't selling out. It's playing the game. We're all playing a game, and you got to play to win or you just play to die. But that's what I got on this topic. Like I said, I'm coming back with content that I actually enjoy making here, and I'm going to sit down and record some of it here in the next 30 minutes or so just to make sure that it gets up, because I've just got to stop being lazy and get it done. Love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, tell everybody, click on it, and please, let's see what we can do to make some more things happen. And I think I'm actually going to do a top 10 list video here soon of top 10 channels that you need to be paying attention to, that you need to look through. These are the people you need to jump on and make sure that you get those clicks in 24 hours. Show them the support, show them the love, and heck, throw them that super chat money or whatever you got there. I can't earn any of that stuff yet, so this is definitely not self-serving in any way, but let's show some love to the people who deserve it. And I'll see you guys next time.